Here is the final iteration of my BeeBreak game, or the ball breakout game. I have gotten a lot of it put together. There's a couple of assets or implementations of things I'd like to have done. I just couldn't get them figured out in the time frame, but I'm hoping on implementing them in later on this week and getting the game up to where I really want it to be. I'm missing things like audio. Some of my scoring isn't quite working how I'd like it to, and I'm trying to problem solve there. I have most of it working though in general, so I'll show you both in-game in the editor and then on my tablet that I have as well. There's one main issue, which is on my playability here. You'll hit play, you can hit start, and then there's these paddles here or buttons that move the paddles. My issue is this works fine in editor. When I go to build out my APK on my tablet, for whatever reason I cannot get these buttons to properly go back and forth, and you'll see that a little bit, they stutter. But they are functioning here, and so that's one of the main things we're problem solving. But my ball will go up, you hit 0 here, game over happens. I'm having issues getting the implementation of my ball stopping and then a button popping up to basically restart the game. You can, however, hit pause up here, freezes everything else, can't click on anything. You can unpause, you can go to restart, you can go to home, and then you can also hit play and restart the game over, tracks your score, high score, things like that. And let me go ahead and we'll hop over to my actual game on my tablet, and I'll show you what it looks like on there.
Alright, so here we have my game loaded onto my tablet. Go ahead and open it on up here. Ideally, in the future, I'd like to, when I get this all finished up, apply it and try to publish to the App Store. I think it'd be really fun to have another app on there. But we can see my game loads up. We can hit play. Loads the game up like it did in the editor. You can hit start, and then the ball will bounce around. This is where the issue comes into play of the paddles, where for whatever reason that smooth back and forth motion just isn't applying. So we're gonna look into that, figure out what's going wrong, but otherwise the game functions the same. My ball will bounce, and if we're lucky, it'll go down below here, or it will get stuck, and if it does, we can just hit pause up here, do a restart of there, and then it'll reset everything in game. The reset function, for whatever reason, is just having issues with my ball not going horizontal if the velocity was already applied to it, so we're trying to work that on out. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how things turned out. You can see here up in the top hand corner I have like dark blue, blue, yellow. I've implemented a script where if you restart, that all changes, and so each iteration of the game you'll have different bricks. In the future, I'd like to apply like health levels to the bricks and different scorings for colors, so you can have a wider variety of scores that you can get per game and make the game a little bit more exciting. But we'll see how much of that I am able to implement into the future. But overall, I'm pleased with what I was able to put together, and I think it gave me a good insight on how to just kind of get a quick game built together and problem solve along the way.